Hola amigos, Mateo y mi perro Gustav aquí. Welcome, and today I'm going to share with you two different muscle and strength building techniques using only bands. So you need a set of bands and something. You also need a cute puppy. No, you don't need a cute puppy, but you got one right here. You need a set of bands and something to anchor the bands around. So this is a micro session. That is an entire back workout. It's enough of a stimulus to be an adequate back workout in one training session. The first drop set, these are two different drop set techniques. The first drop set is going to be more biased towards strength, and I'll explain why as we switch techniques halfway through. And then the second drop set technique will be a little more biased towards stamina. But again, both are great for building muscle. But think of these two separate drop set techniques as like a Venn diagram. One is a little more strength based, one is a little more stamina based, but they both have the muscle building component due to the fact that there is a decent amount of time under tension, mechanical tension that we build up, and lactic acid accumulation. So I've got my anchor right over here. I've got 3-4 different bands I'll be using. Now, this first technique, we're doing a 5, 10, 15, 20 technique. We ascend in reps, and we start out with as close to a 5 rep max as possible. And that's why this is the strength dominant drop set, because if you're doing a heavy set of 5, a true set of 5, that is very strength based. So in order to get in on a set of 5, I'm gonna load up my big band plus a smaller band. And here we go. I'm gonna give it everything I've got for 5 reps. Gotta keep myself anchored. Pull myself forward. Alright, now I'm going on to the 10 component. I'm going to drop the smaller band. I'm going to keep the large band, and now I go for 10 reps. I really want this to be a true set of 10. That's why I'm pausing and contracting to ensure that 10 is all I need. Taking advantage of the fact that I can pronate and supinate my wrists as I use the bands. It's a very friendly way to go hard on your back. I'm gonna give it 2 more. Kind of lost count, but I always make sure I get my reps. Alright, so we're going right into our set of 15. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna go down to the medium and the small band, which is slightly less than the big band. And I'm kind of doing this butterfly sitting position to keep myself anchored, otherwise I will move myself forward. 15. I'm going to see I speed the tempo up a little bit as the volume gets higher. Really contracting the lats, protracting and retracting the shoulder blades, but always keeping band tension, muscular tension. We want every rep to feel harder and harder. That's what building mechanical tension is all about. Oh, that's what building muscle is all about. Okay, I'm going to drop the small band. This makes it a triple drop set. And this is the last component, 20 reps. I'm scooting back a little bit more. You got to be honest with it. You don't want to get to 15 or 20 and then find out that you could have done 5 more reps. I did a good job because I don't feel like I'm going to get 10 more, so I need to speed these 10 reps up. Now, again, the reason that's more strength biased for that particular drop set is because we start with an honest set of 5 and then we work our way up. And in order to do 5 reps as hard as you can, then that means you're using a lot of resistance. And then we work our way up to a little bit more of a stamina type of effect. The next drop set, we're reversing that for a good reason. We're going to start with 20 reps and work our way down to 5 reps. So that's also a drop set, but the volume descends instead of ascends. And what we're going to do, and you'll notice that there's not necessarily an inverse relationship now that my back is pre-fatigued, and this is a different technique. There's not necessarily an inverse relationship on how I use the bands. I'm going to use what I feel is the correct amount of band tension for 20 reps, and then I'm going to gauge what I need for 15, then 10, then 5. By the time I get to 5, I won't be able to handle the same amount of band tension that I did on my initial set of 5 in that ascending drop set because my back will be too taxed. But that's why this second drop set is more for stamina, lactic acid threshold, lactic acid accumulation and tolerance, and to get a little bit more localized conditioning in my back. Because by the time I get to my set of 5, I don't have the gas in the tank, the muscular strength to do a true set of 5. If I'm not doing a true set of 5, it's not really strength based. What we do is go from 20, 15, 10, 5, drop band tension so you can just keep doing a little bit more good quality work. And so you can see I'm going to start my set of 20. I'm actually going to start with this medium small band because after that first drop set, this will be sufficient. All right, here we go. 20 reps. Your duty to do everything in your power to be honest about your set of 20. So if you're halfway or 3/4 of the way through your set and you feel like you could have easily done more than 20 reps, then do what you need to do to make your reps harder. Focus, contract. For example, I've got 5 more. Squeeze as hard as I can. Go slow, makes the rep a lot harder. Squeeze, big pause. Slow negative, slow eccentric, makes it a lot harder. This is why building muscle and bodybuilding is maybe the best way to develop your mind-muscle contraction or your mind-muscle connection and your muscle contractions. All right, going down to 15. Make sure you're keeping your torso strict. Don't rock back and forth. Combination you need. I'm going to go down to my set of 10 and I'm actually going to use the same band because with the level of fatigue accumulation in my back musculature, the same band will be appropriate to simply drop 5 more reps. Here we go, set of 10. Down to my final set of 5, I do feel like it's appropriate, necessary to add some more band tension here, but you'll notice I'm nowhere near the band tension I had in my initial drop set where I used the big band plus the small band. That's why this is not a strength drop set. pumped up there. The reason that is not a strength-based or biased drop set is because even though I did a hard set of 5 to finish, that set of 5 is not what I'm truly capable of when I'm fresh. To get stronger, you need to have an honest set of 5 or whatever your low rep set is. So you see the difference there between the strength bias drop set where you increase reps and the more stamina based drop set where you decrease reps. But between those two drop sets, that's really the whole back workout there. And not that you can't go hit your legs or your pressing musculature after that, but that's all you need for a back stimulus when it comes to building muscle for a day. Give it a go, have fun.